Hey, welcome back to Mrs. Leveren's Art Room. Today we're going to be talking about emojis. So emojis are the simplest form of being able to share emotions. I know that that's a really big thing right now with internet speak and texting. People use emojis, and there is actually an emoji wiki page you can go to that has all kinds of different emojis to reference. There's some that have sunglasses, some with hearts. There's even some cute ones that have the little masks for right now as we are quarantining, staying at home and being safe for if you're not feeling well. And there's what I was excited about was the ones about animals. That was really cute too. There's a whole list of different emojis of animals. So today we're going to do an emoji, and then I'm going to show you how we can use washable markers and do some fun little techniques with that. You're going to see the difference here between what a washable marker does and permanent markers, okay? Because I've got my permanent Sharpies here. And I've got a paintbrush, some water in a cup, just a little bit of water. Got an eraser because we're going to be drawing with a pencil first, and I want to be able to erase any mistakes I made. So let's remember to first draw a light before we get it right, till we get it right here. So I've got a circular shape to trace. I want you to fill your page. Get as large of a circle as you can. I'm going to lightly trace a circle. And I think for my emoji, I'm going to do a heart emoji because I'm happy to be here getting to teach everybody online virtually, even though we're all staying in right now and staying healthy. So I'm going to do a heart emoji. I'm going to do a heart eye here. Let me see if I can do that same type of heart here. I don't know. We'll try. Another heart here. And I'm going to do a big grin. And you can make your own emojis. You can make up your own. For my grin, I did a crescent shape. Do a line across here that's going to be the top of my teeth, smiling. And a little curve here that'll be the top, my tongue. You can kind of see my tongue in my smile so big. You can, at this point, add cat ears or dog ears. You can turn this into whatever animal you like, or you can leave it as a circle for a person. And the next thing I'm going to do is I've got the Sharpie markers. I'm going to trace the outline of my circle first. I'm going to trace around my mouth. Anywhere I need it to be outlined, I will go ahead and do that now. And I think what I want to do is, because I want to show you here the difference between the permanent marker and the watercolor. We're going to color just where I want it to be black right now. And you're going to see later why the permanent marker is different from the washable markers. Color that in all the way. Great. Okay, so now that we have outlined the areas that we want to outline with the Sharpie marker, I'm going to go in with my washable markers here. And I'm going to just do a little bit of coloring, and I want you to see what happens when we can add a little bit of water to these. I'm going to kind of go just in around the sides here, maybe around the heart, around each heart. Color that in. And I want you to see what happens here with the water on the wash marker. Now I'm going to take this on my brush, and you're going to see the yellow start to spread around like a paint. Yeah, so you can see here that the yellow, it starts to kind of spread around. It's a lighter yellow right there. So this is a good way to also do your values. If you want a darker yellow and a lighter yellow on your page, this is a good way to move around just using a simple marker. So I'm going to come through here. I'm going to spread that yellow over here. And with an emoji, here's the fun thing. Emotions mean different things to us, and colors mean different emotions to us. And So when it comes to color, your emoji doesn't have to be yellow. It doesn't have to be the color that you see when you look at the emojis on your phone or on the internet. You can choose. If you're doing a sad emoji, maybe you want to do blue if it's a sad color for you, or I don't know. Blue doesn't have to necessarily be a sad color. It can be a happy color too. Just depends on what's up to you. You can even take your marker here and dip it right into the water, kind of paint with it as well. I'm going to go ahead and add some darker areas of yellow in here. This is a good way to kind of just spread yellow around. I'm going to add some more water on top of that. Oh yeah, that's starting to really spread around and look awesome. I can even, if I want to, come in and add a little bit of an orange. I'm just going to add a teeny bit here, and let's see what happens if I blend that into here. If I can create more of a shadow, just using my water. Oops, I got a little out of the lines there. Uh-oh, that's okay. I've got to remind myself to not rush my artwork. Yeah, that's kind of cool how that worked out. Kind of blended the orange into the yellow a little bit, so that's kind of fun. Now I want to do pink on my eyes. I'm just going to add a little bit of pink like this. Looks like my pink's starting to run out, so you know what? This might work out really well since we're adding the water and spreading it out to really fill in all of that texture there that's been created. I can come in and spread around with my water. Wow, that's pretty cool. Now you notice as I am coloring and using the water that the black parts, watch down here, when I go to add a little bit of pink down here and I go to add some water on that, just a little bit, the black does not spread around and bleed. See, anywhere I put water on the black, it's not going to move around on the page and do anything. That's because that's the permanent marker, meaning it will stay there forever and ever and you can't wash it away. That's why we tell you to be really careful with not getting the watercolor or not getting the permanent marker on your hands when you are working, because it takes a while to wash off. And we don't want to definitely want to get it on our clothing. Finish this in here. Oh, you can see that's kind of a really cool effect where it's starting to bleed into there with the water. I didn't mean for that to happen, but that's kind of fun. And adding a little bit more there. And if you don't like that little effect that happens after that, you can always go back and outline with Sharpie and color in some of these little areas. So we call happy mistakes. It's troubleshooting, figuring out with our artwork. I've got my pink areas figured out there. So yeah, I can even go back if I wanted to, and right here where it's kind of bleeding in together there, if I wanted to, I can go back in and watch this. I can add my Sharpie on top and it's not going to start melting into the other colors and bleeding. So that's really fun. And if I wanted to, like I said, I could go back over and trace around my hearts to outline them, but I kind of like that little effect that it made where the hearts are kind of blurry and fun looking like that. Gives it a nice little texture. So go ahead and I want you to have fun creating your own emoji. You can feel free to look at the Emoji Wikia page. It's really fun, some really great ideas there. And all you need is basically washable markers. If you have a permanent marker, that'd be excellent. If you want those areas that you don't want to be bleeding into each other, that'll help to keep nice clean lines for you. I cannot wait to see what you create. Have fun.